Question will be coming from Aina Medina of Rise and Shine PTV.
Hi, good evening, Miss Jean.
Good evening.
Yan, my first question is para sa ating mga cast. Kagaya ng sa movie, ilang beses nag-no si Angeli sa kanyang asawa, right? So para sa inyo, ano yung opinion nyo or komento nyo sa pagsasabi ng no sa inyong mga partner when it comes to sex na hindi mapapa-feel na may problem kayo or baka may kulang sa kanya or baka ayaw mo na sa kanya. So, yun.
Communication. It's just basic communication, man. You just have to talk about it. And, you know, ito kasi napansin kong problema ng karamihan ng mga couples, not only dito sa Pilipinas, pero all over the world is people are having so much, they're having a hard time with communication. Communication is, I don't want to have sex today. I'm tired. And I'm not feeling too confident today. Or you're just not in the mood. It's how you deliver. It's how you deliver yung gusto mong sabihin na no. Diba? Communication lang. Yan.
Thank you, Paolo. Angeli?
It's normal. Dapat kung alam mo sa sarili mo na sasabihin mo na hindi, you don't have to think twice. Just like what I said, know your worth. And kung paano mo ma-implement yun sa partner mo. And tell them the truth. You're just not feeling, that doesn't mean that you don't love that person anymore. You just want your space. And it's dapat hindi maging issue sa relationship when you have something you don't want to do. Kasi if that person respects you and if that person really loves you, that person understand kahit hindi ka na magsalita.
Thank you, Angeli. Zella?
Sa akin, yes. I think it's communication lang din. Kasi, and kung paano mo i-deliver yung, when you say no. Kasi, di ba, kung, paiba-iba kasi yung delivery ng mga sinasabi natin. So, you say it in a nice way. And sana naman, for sure naman siguro maintindihan yun. And kung hindi niya naiintindihan yun, problema niya na yun. Ayun po.
And syempre, Sir Sweet.
Hello. Hi again. No can mean a bazillion things. It's all about context, and like everybody's talking about this communication and how well you guys communicate each other solely depends on, like what Angeli said, your respect for each other. So, I mean, there have been no's which turned to yes, and there's also been no's. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the moment any one of you feels like there's some form of lack, if that respect is sort of like parang natinatama ni respect mo kapag nandun na yun, then that this red flag na kagad, that's like, wow. But in any other case, it's really situational, right? It's all about like what everybody was saying.
Yeah, thank you. And for my second question is for Angeli. Ayan. Angeli from Taya to Mahjong Nights and now itong Silip sa Apoy. No? Grabe talaga yung pinakita mo, especially sa mga sexy scenes. Pero ang dami nyo rin kasi na talagang sexy stars ngayon sa Viva. We have AJ Raval, ayan, nandyan sila Jella, and then yung iba pa. Minsan ba na-feel mo na merong competition between sa mga bagong sexy stars? And sa tingin mo, if meron, sino yung biggest competitor mo ngayon?
Like, to be honest, never, ever akong na-challenge. Kasi alam kong it's a work. Work namin yun as an artist. And whenever I know someone na nagsisexy star din, it's like, parang, cheer ako ng onte. Like, you go girl, like, if you have it, then flaunt it. Be sexy, and I know each and every one of us has their own sexiness, and talagang nagkaka-girly crush ako. And nasasad lang ako whenever people compare me to AJ kasi AJ and I are different individuals. AJ has her uniqueness and I have my own uniqueness. So, sa mga viewers out there, na sana makita niyo yung potential ko as an artist.
Yan, thank you so much and congratulations sa bagong movie. Thank you po. Thank you, Miss Jean.
Thank you very much. Aina Medina of Rise and Shine PTV. Let me call in Joey Sarmiento of Remate.
Hi. Good evening sa lahat. I just want to throw this question to the male cast ng pelikula. Kasi lagi pinag-uusapan actually, iba yung abusive guys sa kanilang kapartner, nananakit yung lalaki sa kanilang kapartner. Do you also believe that there are also abusive women in a relationship? If yes, naka-experience na ba kayo ng ganon? Or do you know somebody na ganon?
Sorry na to. Nung sinabi mo pa lang, sa tingin mo namin na may abusive ba na women? Grabe. You know, being abusive is not only exclusive to men. You know, everyone can be abusive. You know, girl, boy, bakla, tomboy, lahat tayo dito tao lahat tayo may capabilities tayo maging ganun, diba? So, yes, I believe girls can sometimes be abusive. And,
naka-experience ka pa ng having did you have a relationship before na abusive yung partner mo sa'yo? Nananakit?
Don't get me started about it.
Konting,
you know, never naman umabot sa point na I was physically abused. But you know, like we were talking about, there are different forms of being abusive. And siguro yung type na yung sa akin, which is grabe lang talaga. Pero hindi siya physical abuse.
Clue naman.
Clue.
Verbal abuse. Other kind of abuse.
Others. Can I just click on the box that says others?
Parang hindi abuse ba tawag doon?
It is. Trust me. I just rather not say it because syempre, it's not, kahit hindi ako mag-name drop, like,
I got you, brother. It's my turn to answer.
Go, dude.
Yeah, my turn.
Okay.
So, it is not exclusive to men. Anybody and anything can be abusive, right? In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'm guilty of that, especially when I was younger, growing up. When you think you're so sure of yourself, and then your opinions matter so much that it doesn't matter how it gets out there. I mean, I never hit anybody, but it brings a person to tears, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's been like 2-3 weeks, and you've been talking the same way, and every same way, someone's crying. That's a form of abuse, I think. Maybe there's a better way to talk to someone, right? To anybody. There's always a better way to talk to anybody. And like I said, it's not just exclusive to men or women. Like I've heard of men getting beaten up because it's the chivalry thing where some men still will never lay a hand on their women, and women take advantage of that.
Is that about that beaten up by the woman? Is that in real life that you know?
It happens. Like how many friends do I have who's gonna have like a cut here because the girlfriend was so angry na sampal or ganyan, and then the guy will take it because I'm a guy, blah 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 blah. But yeah, you can take it, but you're not supposed to be taking that. Nobody has the right deserves to be hurt in any way, diba? Children go through this. I mean, systems can be abusive, right? It's happening to us right now.
Personally, have you experienced it by beaten by a woman?
Yeah, in the gym. It's very welcome. Yeah, in the gym where we were boxing, or jiu-jitsu. Especially sa jiu-jitsu. Oh my gosh, they're also good. But in real life, I have taken like some punches and slaps before. I mean, nothing you can't take, but it shouldn't happen. But syempre, if I got it, I probably did something also, right? So I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna wash my hands of my fault. You know what I mean? But bottom line is, it shouldn't be happening. Nobody should be hurting anybody for any reason, unless it's welcome. You know, it could be a kink.
Yeah. But of course, there's a big difference. A man ang abusive sa women kaysa yung women ang abusive sa men. So how
That's
would you
true. I think it's because now of the size and the strength thing, but then there's many cases where the woman is trained or powerful or an athlete or a fanatic in bodybuilding or whatever, where their spouses are really, really like walang laban, diba?
Yeah.
It's especially nowadays. Women can be anything that they want, right?
Okay, thank you, Sid. My second question is for Direk Mac. Direct sa point of view ng isang director, for example, is there a difference ba yung parang may mga limitations po ba, Direk, kapag halimbawa, if you know that you're shooting a movie meant for big screen or for online streaming, lalo na po sa mga sexy scenes, di ba? Do you have some limitations? Natatali ba yung mga kamay ng director pag sa malaking pelikula? Kasi alam mo naman natin, pag sa online streaming, medyo maluwag po ng konti, Direk.
Oo. By nature, sa sistema, di ba, pag cinema release may MTRCB, malaking consideration yon. Sa streaming, wala eh. Pero I think hindi yun yung nagdidictate secondary yun eh. Bago pa umabot doon, ang director lagi niyang iniisip, anong tingin niyang gusto niyang sabihin? Anong paraan? Anong klaseng execution ng mga masiselang eksena ang gusto niya? Bago pa pumunta doon sa limitasyon na yon, I think personal niya munang iisipin. Mag-uusap muna sila ng writer niya, ano ba talagang intention, tama ba ito, ganyan. Tapos pag convinced, pag nabuo na niya yung vision, yun yung ilalatag niya sa mga artista eh. Mas importante sa akin yung malinaw ang usapan ng direktor tsaka ng artista sa kung ano ang maaaring gawin.
Okay. So direct, alam mo naman po, pag director, gusto mo yung fruit of your concept mailabas talaga sa yung art. So sa tingin mo, direct, mas nailalabas yon sa big screen or sa online streaming? Although parehong yun, but different platform.
It doesn't matter to me kung ano ang platform ng palabas. Ang importante sa akin yung paggawa mismo ng pelikula. Saan man siya ipalabas, mahalaga yon. Mahalaga yon. Malaking bagay din na pag streaming may leeway. Mas may creative freedom ka in executing scenes na sa tingin ko na sinasabi nila na maseselan, pero sa tingin ko minsan yung kasalanan is hindi siya dapat maselan eh. You know what I mean? I think may mga bagay na kailangan talagang ilahad at gawin sa pamamaraang ganon. Ang mas mahalaga sa akin lagi is ano man ang iniisip ng direktor o ng manunulat o ng creative team, malinaw na sa lahat ng gumagawa nito, artista man at kasama sa produksyon, malinaw ang intention at nag-a-agree. Dapat wala yung hindi, kailangan gawin natin ito kasi ito hindi. You have to agree on things kasi may respeto. Katawan nila yan eh. Lalo na sa mga artista, they have a right to say no. And lahat ng gagawin, lalo na sa mga eksenang kinakailangan ng magpakita ng mga masaselang bahagi ng katawan, mahalagang pumapayag ang mga artista at malinaw sa kanila kung ano ang gagawin at kung bakit gagawin at kung papaano gagawin. Lahat yun dapat malinaw.
Salamat, Direk, and thank you.
Thank you.
Talk sa movie. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Joey Sarmiento. Up next, we have Alan Sancon of Stars Photo Vids.
Hi, good evening everyone. Congratulations. Finally, papalabas na yung silip. Yeah. Follow up ko lang kay Direct Mac. Hi, Direct Mac.
Hello, hello. Good evening.
Follow up ko lang po, Direk, dun sa sinabi nyo last press ko na grabe yung pasabog na ginawa ni Paulo Gumabaw dito. Di ba? Dun sa eksena na sumisilip siya kay Angeli. How do you encourage him to show yung best niya dun sa eksena na yun?
By telling him the truth. By not obligating him to do it. Nung una kong sinabi yung eksena, sinabi ko sa kanya na ito ang nakasulat sa script. Sisilip siya, tapos ikikis-kis yung katawan ni Pader. So sabi ko sa kanya, sa totoong buhay, ikikis-kis mo lang ba? Ano ang gagawin mo? Tapos sabi niya, yun ang gagawin. O sabi ko, sige, wala namang, I give you the option. Ako yan, ito ang gusto kong gawin. Ito ang pakikita ko. Pwede kang pumayag, pwede kang hindi. Ngayon, pag hindi ka pumayag, pwede bang magpaalam ako sa iyo na gagawin natin eksena, gagamit ako ng double. Kasi ang feeling ko, importante eksenang yon. Pero may option kang gawin. Nasa sa iyo lahat yon. So yun, nilatag ko sa kanya yung totoo. Sabi niya, huwag tayo mag-double.
Yan, tuloy direct, ang dami. Nag-flood tuloy nung in-upload ko yun. Aabangan daw yung eksenang yun. Dun sa flood nung aking interview sa inyo. Thank you, Direct. Looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Yung next question ko for Angeli. Hi, Angeli. Congratulations. Yeah. Sinabi mo, nailabas ni Direct yung galing mo sa acting. Pero sa dami ng encouragement na ginawa niya sa iyo dito sa movie na to, kumbaga, ano yung pinaka-tumatak sa iyo na hindi mo malilimutan? Nasabi mo, artista ka na dahil nagawa mo yung mga bagay na hindi mo pa nagagawa before because of this movie, because of Direct.
Thinking deeper into action, hindi lang basta may ma-acting ka, basta umiyak ka o tumawa ka or nagawa mo yung pinapa-act sa'yo is part of kung ano talaga yung action na ginagawa mo. And kailangan mo yun maramdaman sa sarili mo para ma-implement mo siya ng naturally. Dahil pag nakikita sa camera kapag hindi totoo yung pinapakita mo and fake yung emotions mo and everything. Kaya yung aral na napulot ko dito is take my time to be on that position para ma-out ko sa mga tao and sa camera yung best ko.
Sir Alan, you're on mute po.
Yeah. So sabi ko, ang galing mo rito. Kumbaga, compare din sa mga naunang ginawa mo, talagang nag-high level yung acting mo dito. Sa trailer pa lang. Mas probably sa din, lalo na sa movie. Congratulations, Silip sa Apoy team.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Alan Sancon of Stars Photovids. Up next, we have Sanden and Nadia of Banat Cebu.
Yes, magandang gabi po. Yes, magandang gabi. At para kay Paulo, Gela Celocero at Angeli, ano po yung first reaction noong ino-offer ang silip sa inyo? May pag-alinlangan ba? Or tinanggap talaga agad? Kasi nagandahan talaga kayo sa project na ito.
Paulo?
No, walang pag-alinlangan. Nabasa ko yung script and I mean, it's a great script, and of course, sabi sa amin na when it comes to taking roles like these, importante yung mag-iingat tayo. Siyempre, nag-usap kami ng manager ko, and napag-usapan namin ng manager ko, ni Direk Manny, na buo yung tiwala namin, tsaka buo yung tiwala ng manager ko kay Direk Mac na maaalagaan kami pagdating sa mga ganong tipong eksena, and yun, and the script is, tsaka nalaman ko na, syempre, Sid Lucero's here, and then I'm gonna be working with Angelica. So parang for me, it's important na parang, pagdating sa mga ganitong klaseng roles, lalo na para sa akin, as a newcomer, I need to keep exploring. It's important for me to keep exploring and discover more things about the craft, and which actually happened for this film. I discovered a lot of things. I learned a lot of things from Direk Mac. I learned a lot of things from my co-actors, and it was just such a great experience. So I'm very thankful na tinanggap ko yung film na to. And never ako nag-hesitate na tanggapin. Ayan, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Paolo. Sid?
Mine was a quicker story. I was already in the middle of doing another film for Viva, and so at that point I had already said yes to the project that I was going. I already opened myself up to the kinds of projects I was going to be doing. So the first question I asked was, who's going to direct it? And then my manager says, Mac Alejandro. I said, yes. I said, don't you want to read the script? Do I have to? I think you should read the script. Look at it, and it says there, written by. Yes. It doesn't change anything. We work together. I know what we're going to have to do. I just want, especially my director, to know that I'm willing to do anything. And I'm super game because I already know that there's already that I will be respected with, and that's the trust thing that comes in. And I already knew I've worked with Direct before, and I'm like, yes, I want to work with him in the film. Period. And
thank you, Sid. Thank you.
Oh no, thank you for having me in the film, Direct. Sobrang thank you. Yeah, ganun talaga. And I breezed through the script, but I didn't change my answer. I said yes. Period.
Thank you, Sid. Angeli?
No. Nung nalaman ko na si Direk Mac Alejandro yung director ng movie, na-shock ako na isa ako sa napili ni Direk, and pinaka-major role pa talaga. And nung na-video call ako ni Direk, sobrang sarap sa puso na nakita niya agad yung potential ko. And going to the script, talagang wala akong masyadong confident that time na kung magagawa ko siya, pero talaga nakafocus sa akin si Direk, and acting coach, workshops, and every scenes, ina-explain niya thoroughly. He's very professional and focused on every artist. He focuses on you, hindi lang para gumanda ang movie, but he focuses on you as an artist for you to be a better artist. Kaya thankful ako na naka-work ko si Direk and for the cast.
Thank you, Angeli. Sanden, Jella is not here with us right now.
Okay.
Siguro yung internet niya.
Sige. Kay Direk Mac Alejandro, ano naman yung masasabi mo sa performance sa apat na mga bida?
Masaya ako. Masaya ako. Unang araw pa lang, may mga ang director laging may expectations at merong mga pag-aalinlangan sa kung paano gagawin ng mga eksena, at may expectations sa mga artista, at may mga hope. Bago pa magsimula ang pelikula, lahat yan nagja-jumble. Pero nung nag-umpisa na yung shoot, confident ako kasi mahusay sila . At saka, more than husay, malaking bagay sa akin malaking bagay sa akin at malaking tulong sa pelikula na ang mga artista, alam nila ang dahilan kung bakit sila nandun. May dedication sila, may commitment sila, at may respeto sila sa craft, sa material, sa isa't isa. So, hindi naging mahirap. Mahirap yung mga eksena, pero yung para makibagay and all these little things na maaring makadistorbo sa shooting, yung mga hesitancy, walang ganun . So, naging mas smooth. Kaya lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila yon, after yung mga eksenang mahihirap, madalas kong sabihin, salamat sa tiwala. Tuwa ako, salamat sa tiwala. I always keep on telling me that because it's true. It's true na dahil sa tiwala namin sa isa't isa, ako, from my point of view, dahil sa tiwala nila sa material tsaka sa akin, malaking dahilan yon kung bakit nagawang ganun ka-natural yung eksena.
Yes, maraming salamat, Direk, and congratulations po sa lahat.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Sanden and Nadia of Banat Cebu. Up next,